love that word, over the Will Smith Chris Rock smackdown. The PC entertainment industry doesn't quite know how to process this. They love Will Smith, but now they got to do something. After smashing Rock, Smith actually got a standing ovation when he won the Best Actor Oscar. So the Academy Award crowd was on his side, at least in the beginning. But remember, woke people have to be woke. It's like a duck. A duck has to be a duck. So now, with people going, oh, you can't have violence at the Academy Awards, the woke people don't really know what to do. Obviously, whacking somebody in the face over a joke, as bad as it may be, is not correct behavior. Although I have to say, I've wanted to do it many times, but I restrained myself. Mr. Rock's joke was not nearly enough for assault and battery. I think we can all agree on that. In the end, both men are benefiting, at least commercially. Smith's book rocketed up on Amazon, and Chris Rock's bookings are increasing exponentially, so he'll make more money. That is what happens in Hollywood. Now this. Inflation is raging, and that means retirement accounts are especially vulnerable right now. So how do we protect our hard-earned wealth? You can call the people I trust at American Hartford Gold. All it takes is a quick call, and they will deliver physical gold and silver right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. Tell them O'Reilly sent you, and they'll give you up to $1,500 of free silver on your first order. 877-444-GOLD or text GOLD to 65532. 877-444-GOLD or text GOLD to 65532. That is the Morning O'Reilly Update. More analysis later on.
WCAB, the music's on us.
Hello, this is Gilbert. I'm back on the air every Saturday from 8 to 9. Gilbert Talks Taxes because, as we all know, taxation with representation has not been such a good idea either. So put on a pot of coffee because I'll be talking about tax law, tax rules and changes, regulations, retirement, financial strategies, and of course, I'll be telling you how to handle the IRS. This is Gilbert. Listen to Gilbert Talks Taxes every Saturday morning from 8 to 9 right here, WCAB AM 590, FM 100.9.
The Bender family, comprised of Ma and Paul, their daughter Kate, and their son John Jr., arrived in the Cherryvale, Kansas area in 1871. They opened the Bender Inn, serving meals to travelers. The inn was actually a one-room cabin with a heavy piece of burlap dividing it into dining and sleeping areas. In 1873, Dr. York, a traveling medical man, disappeared. To find him, Dr. York's brother started following his trail. It led to the Bender's place. The Benders indicated that he had been there on March 28th, but had left right afterward. Dr. York's brother discovered that his brother's trail ended at the Bender Inn. When the brother returned to the Bender Inn, he found it abandoned. A search of the area around the inn discovered the corpse of 8 men and a young girl buried in the backyard. It seems the Benders would feed a lonely traveler at a table with his back to the curtain. During the meal, he was hit on the head, his throat was then cut, and for temporary storage, he was then dropped into a pit below the floorboards. Kate Bender, the daughter, a hazel-eyed fortune-teller in the bloom of her womanhood, would probably distract the traveler. Of course, she knew the traveler's fortune. It was bleak. Nothing was heard of the Benders until 17 years later when 2 women believed to be Ma and Kate Bender were arrested in Michigan. They were returned to Kansas and brought to trial. Because of the lack of a positive identification, the 2 women were released, and the Benders were never heard from again. At least they were never caught again. You've just heard another story from Old West Radio. I'm Dakota Livesay.
Jesse James Railroad Express has added 2 new sandwiches to their menu. Try the all-new crispy chicken sandwich with lettuce, tomato, and mayonnaise, or the crispy deluxe with lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, bacon, and cheese. Enjoy a refreshing milkshake or a hand-dipped ice cream cone. Open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. Closed Wednesday and Sunday. Jesse James Railroad Express, 531 Railroad Avenue in Rutherford. Call 828-447-4644. Mondays only, hot dog with mustard, chili, and onions for only $1.24 each. All aboard the Jesse James Railroad Express.
Congratulations to Jesse James Railroad Express, voted 2021 Best of Rutherford County hot dogs and hamburgers 5 years in a row.
Now it's 7:16 on this someday Wednesday morning. Let's head to the phones now to find out what's been going on in the past 24 hours or so. On the phone with me right now from the Sheriff's Department is Sergeant Brendel. Good morning, my friend.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I am doing well. Hope you're doing well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. Tell us what's been going on in your department.
The past 24 hours, the Sheriff's Office has answered 122 calls, processed 10 arrests, and currently have 169 incarcerated. Under arrest reports, we have a Lena Tony, 53-year-old white female, Boston, was charged with 2 counts of failure to appear on misdemeanor, given a $1,000 secure bond. We have a Brittany Cheyenne Green, 24-year-old white female, of Boston, was served with 9 counts of failure to appear on a misdemeanor, given a $4,500 secure bond. We have a Wendy Jameson, 43-year-old white female of Mooresboro, was arrested and charged with assault and battery, communicating threats, and inhaling a toxic vapor. We have a Jerry Todd Watson Jr., 40-year-old white male of Mooresboro, was charged with 1 count of possession of stolen goods and 1 count of injury to personal property, given a $5,000 secure bond. We have a Stuart Eugene Kaufman, 49-year-old white male of Chesney, was served with 3 counts of failure to appear on a misdemeanor, given a $1,000 secure bond. And we have a Key Anthony Lawrence, 24-year-old black male, Far City, was charged with 1 count of assault with a deadly weapon and 1 count of assault on a female, given a no bond on that. Under our incidents, we have 2 for you. First one's going to be Meredith Byers from Windy Hill Drive in Far City, reported a damage to personal property. Appears that the front door was busted. And we have a Wendy Miller from Maple Creek Road in Rutherford, reported a larceny of a farm. Looks like it's going to be a .380 Ruger LCP handgun. And that's all we have this morning.
Sergeant Brendel, thank you very much for that report, and you be safe out there today. We'll talk to you again real soon.
Yes, sir. You take care. Thank you.
7:18.
Being free means your connection goes where you go, from local favorites to faraway places. And with our Better Than Free event at Carolina West Wireless, you can save over $1,000 on our most popular smartphones with an eligible trade-in and when you bring your own number. Or take home a free Samsung Galaxy A12 smartphone and get an additional $150 in credits when you switch. Celebrate the freedom to take your service anywhere with a Better Than Free deal from Carolina West Wireless. Certain restrictions apply. See representative for details or visit carolinawest.com/terms and conditions.
Let's say good morning to Amanda over at Communications Center and get a report from her. Amanda, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Tell us what's on the report from the phone calls you've received.
In the past 24 hours, the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office 911 Communications Center has processed 407 911 calls and administrative calls, which consisted of 38 for the emergency medical services, 122 for the Sheriff's Office, 43 for Forest City, 1 for Lake Lure, 29 for Rutherford, and 33 for Spindale. And Forest City Fire Department had a fire alarm, and that is all.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You too.
Hey, folks, you know, Farmer's Friend Feed Seed Supply is an amazing store. I can say that because they have what you need, from pet supplies to fire and ant killer to horse-quality Timothy alfalfa hay, $14 per bale. Attention carp fishermen, they have C&J flavoring, only $8 per bottle. And they have oats for sale. Refill your propane tanks at the lowest price. Fully stocked with all your deer supplies and a great selection of farm implements. Need mulch? $12 per scoop. We could call it a superstore. Farmer's Friend Feed Seed Supply, 188 Whiteside Road in Rutherford.
Ruby Taylor is up next with a report from Danieltown, SDO. Ruby, good morning.
Good morning.
What's on that report?
Well, the fire department didn't have anything. And on my birthday calendar, I've got James Fulton, Joyce Mosley, Madison Mara, and John Carlisle. And I hope all these people have a nice day. Signs are in the feet today and going to the head tomorrow. Jim, that's all I got.
Thanks, Ruby. Enjoy your Wednesday.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Your car's best friend can be RS Speedy Lube Service Center. That's because RS Speedy Lube Service Center and Car Wash can keep your car or truck running clean with a regular oil change. They check the fluids and vacuum out the car and have you on your way in no time. Go next door for a radiator or transmission flush, brakes, exhaust, CV joints, and service for big trucks and campers also available. Pull next door to the RS Speedy Automatic Car Wash and make your car happy with a clean, all under and all over car wash. It's all at RS Service Center and Car Wash on Railroad Avenue in Rutherford.
21 minutes after 7 o'clock, Wednesday morning, hump day, and we'll be going up now to Fairfield Mountains Fire District. And let's see if Gary Wilson's there to give us the news. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Jim. How you doing?
Doing well. Beautiful morning, isn't it?
Beautiful morning. Not too cold. No wind yesterday or today, so that's a good thing. It helped a lot with the fire situation.
Yeah.
And everything's been pretty quiet overnight. We're getting cloudy out there now. It's going to be cloudy most of the day today, and then maybe tonight and tomorrow morning we'll get us some rain in here and wet things down a little bit. It'd be good to do that. And we'll see what the rest of the week brings after that. But we could use some rain. It's been a pretty dry March for the most part. But everything else was going pretty good up here. No calls overnight, and Bill Crews had none, and everybody got a chance to sleep last night, so that's a good thing.
I know they love that.
Yeah. That's about it with them. That's all we got. About 42 degrees right now, and everything's looking good for the day.
Gary, thank you very much. Keep up the good work up there and keep us posted. We'll check in with you next time.
All right, you have a good day.
See you now. Bye. It's Gary Wilson reporting in out of Fairfield Mountains and also reporting on Bills Creek Fire District.
Cheryl, I've been talking to Tommy and David, the outside salesmen at Henson Building Materials in Forest City. They're going to help us navigate through our remodeling project.
Well, I know they have tons of experience, so we'll be in good hands.
Good hands is right. Even professional builders shop there because they trust the quality products and service.
And did you know they have a great relationship with our community, too? Oh, they're so nice.
Henson Building Materials, 177 Duke Street, Forest City.
Building starts here.
Let me brag on Hutchins Pest Control a minute. Don't let the pest bug you when Hutchins Pest Control is as close as a phone call. Honest, dependable, professional, and on-time service may be the reason they keep getting voted best pest control. If you have a pest problem, call this family-run business at 287-5171. Licensed in North and South Carolina and fully insured and bonded. Get a free estimate when you call Hutchins Pest Control and be sure the job is done right. That's Hutchins Pest Control. Call them today at 287-5171 and they'll be right there. Boston, North Carolina checking in now. Here's DeVern Upton with that news from the fire district over there. Good morning, DeVern.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you doing?
I'm doing real good.
Good.
We have 43 degrees over here in Boston. We have a couple more days left in March, and we're going to April. Fire department had one medical call. Chase Ministry is giving out food from 9 to 10:30 this morning. Go by Watchford Store, located on Sunshine Highway, and stop in and give them a visit. Hope everyone has a good Wednesday.
You too, DeVern. Keep your eye on things for us, and we'll check back in with you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Everything nice and quiet over in Boston area. It's 25 minutes after the hour. To win in sports, you must adjust your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Why not let Andrew Tisdale, your Edward Jones financial advisor, help you create a game plan for financial success? Call 828-287-9197 and get started today. That's Andrew Tisdale at Edward Jones Financial Advisor, 828-287-9197. All right, Bob Hodge, how you doing this morning?
We're doing okay up here on this hump day morning.
Yes, I've got another week, another month coming to a close here pretty soon, Bob.
I believe tomorrow's about the last day of March, so we're coming up on April Fool's Day.
Oh, my. You have to be careful that day.
Yeah. Don't you pull any of them tricks anymore now.
I haven't lived some of those down yet, I tell you. People still remind me of some of those.
Yeah, I can remember a lot of them tricks there you pull on April Fool's Day. Everybody thought one time you sold a radio station there.
Yeah. Boy, that was something.
Yeah, to the Arabs. Oh. Well, Jim, we're doing just fine up here this morning, and with the fire department, it's been quiet overnight. Hadn't had any fire calls, and at one birthday this morning, Kevin Maccabee. And Jim, other than that, things going along good so far up here this morning, but look like it's going to cloud up and get some rain tonight there. So.
Yep, it's going to be a little wet tonight, I believe.
Yeah, so that wind will probably get up again after a while. So. No, but they went up trimming the trees around here yesterday on the power lines. Maybe that'll help not keep the limbs from blowing off or something there.
Yeah, that should do that, but it sure is blowing up a lot of pollen, too, when that wind blows.
Boy, it has. I believe our pines are beginning to blow some pollen off for them because the hood of my truck was yellow yesterday.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
And it seems like everybody's got that allergy now. People that's never had it seem like it's affected me. I've never had allergy much, but seem like it's going around bad this time again.
Yeah, I think you're right. I've noticed that too.
Well, Jim, you take care now and have a good day.
Bob, you have a good day too. You and I, Virginia, have a good one, and I will see you next time.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Bob Hodge reporting out of the Hudlow Fire District this morning. Well, it's bad enough when we feel bad and are sick and we're not quite sure what's wrong with us, and then we have to go through that process of trying to get in to see the doctor, and they put us off, or we got to fill up all these forms, and insurance don't want to take care of it. Frustrating, isn't it? Well, let me send you over to Brock Family Care when you don't have to put up with all that. Providing flat rate pricing and not accepting any forms of health insurance allows for more personalized and affordable health care. That's Brock Family Care on Shiloh Road, Forest City. And Brock has over 42 years of health care experience and 22 years as a nurse practitioner. She and her staff are dedicated to providing health care that's patient-centered, that's you and me, patient-centered and not insurance company dictated. She takes care of her patients, not based on what the insurance company says do. They give the patient the time and the attention they need. Bring your medical needs to Brock Family Care and see the difference. And also offers telehealth appointments if you like that. The professional staff are dedicated and will take the time to find out how they can help you and go to the job of helping you. To learn more about this wonderful medical service, go to a website at www.brockfamilycare.com. That's BROCK, brockfamilycare.com. All right, let's check in with Sue Price now. She looks after things for us over in the Cherry Mountain Fire District. How's things going, Sue?
Good morning, Jim. Everything's going all right, I reckon. It's just another quiet day over here. We're looking for a little rain later on, I reckon. But anyway, it's doing okay. Let's see. I got one birthday on my personal calendar, nothing on my church calendar, but I got a birthday for Terry Downs, so I hope Terry's going to have a good day today. And First Broad's got a birthday for, let's see, Lee Brackett. Hopefully he'll have a good day. And Fairview's got birthdays for Landon Smith and Kaylin Herman, so hope they will have a good day today. And in my announcements, the candidate forum coming up at Golden Valley Community Clubhouse Saturday. Starts at 3 o'clock. So everyone's invited to come on out and see what the candidates have in mind to and make up your mind who you're going to vote for. And so far, that's the only announcement I have, Jim. It's just quiet and calm over here, looking for a good day, and I hope you'll have one.
Thanks, Sue. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Nobody gets a better deal than the customers at Sisk Family Ford. They have a proven record of the best deals. Sisk Family Ford, Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealer, has recently been recognized as the #1 Ford dealer in customer satisfaction in the Southeast. That speaks well of their commitment to serve their customers well. Look for all the new design 2021 F-150 at Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealership. That's Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City. Here's Tina White now. She's up in the Shingle Hollow Fire District, beautiful area of Rutherford County. Tina, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing well this morning. How are you, Jim?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Well, it is a dreary kind of morning up here in Shingle Hollow. It's around 43 degrees on the front porch. And birthdays, we have Ricky McIntyre and Elijah Stafford. I hope both these fellas have a happy birthday. The fire department was all quiet the past 24 hours. There's still bear sightings around here. People are seeing it. Well, it's one black bear, we think, in the community. So be on the lookout for him. He just wanders wherever he wants to.
You think it's Smokey?
No, it's not Smokey.
Okay.
And since you mentioned Smokey, there is still a fire danger, so don't have any open fires today. Maybe we'll get this rain and it'll help with that. White House Community Clubhouse said to invite everyone on April 9th from 10 to 12 a.m. for their Easter egg hunt. And you can come out and have your pictures made with the Easter Bunny. And then Piney Knob Baptist Church is having their wildlife supper April 9th at 5 p.m. Come on out and enjoy that. And there will be door prizes. They're giving away 2 used .22 rifles for 12 and under, one for a girl, one for a boy. Door prizes also include a gift card from Mason Jar, $50 gift card, and a $50 gift card from Green Hill Store, and a blacksmith-made candle holder, and some cakes and pies are going to be given away as door prizes. I think it'll be a fun evening. It'll be something different.
Sounds like it'd be fun.
And that's all we have going on right now. It's just calm and cool.
All right. Well, you keep up the good work up there.
Well, you have a wonderful day, and I will talk with you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, Tina. 7:33, that's the Shingle Hollow News reporter, Tina White. Let's see, we have 44 degrees right on our thermometer, 44 degrees and cloudy out there.
It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide a daycare service for an aging parent or a loved one. You can always depend on Rutherford Life Services for a safe facility that offers medical monitoring, nutritional meals, fun activities, and is a loving environment. Rutherford Life is licensed by the State of North Carolina Division of Aging. They will be glad to answer any questions you may have. Call them at 288-1697. Rutherford Life Services offers a trained staff of professionals who you can entrust your loved one to. Rutherford Life Services is located at 230 Fairground Road in Spindale.
All right, let's see if we can find somebody at home up in Union Mills. Knock, knock. Anybody home?
Yes, come right on in.
Well, thank you very much.
And how are you doing this wonderful Wednesday morning?
I'm feeling good. How are you doing?
I'm doing just fine. I'll tell you, I was talking to this young man at a funeral I had to go to yesterday, and he told me where he worked. I can't remember. It seemed like he hauls lumber for somebody up in McDowell County, and he said, I turned that radio on to a station in Rutherford, and he said, I heard this woman talking. He thought, I know that woman. And it was me and you talking, and he said he got a big kick out of that. He enjoyed that.
Yeah, good. Good.
I said, well, and I don't know if he's off of Buck Creek, but I don't know if he was up there in that part or not. I don't think I don't think they can get it up on that mountain, but they might. I don't know.
People are really fascinated with what we do over here in the mornings.
They are.
No other radio station anywhere I know of does what we do, and it's been a good thing for us. And folks our audience is growing by leaps and bounds. As more folks move in here, they're discovering us.
That's good, yeah. But we hope everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday morning. I've got 38 degrees on the front porch this morning. I don't have any birthdays, any anniversaries. And ways of announcements, Friday, April the 1st, at the Union Mills Learning Center at 6 p.m., they're going to have a hamburger meal, and the cost is $6. And 7 p.m., they're going to have Homegrown opens for Polk County line, and there's no admission for the music, but you do have a tip jar available for the bands. And other than that, that's all I know of going on up here so far.
You got big plans today?
Huh?
You got big plans today?
No, I'm not got no big plans today. I know yesterday I had that funeral, and the day before that I had the receiving of friends, and that was a pretty busy time. But no, I'm just going to sit back and relax today.
Well, funerals sort of drain me anyway, regardless who it is.
Well, they do me too. It's such a sad time,
It is.
And this young man was almost like one of my young'uns. I've had relationships with that family for about 53 years, something like that, and it's hard, and their hearts are broken, and it makes your heart sad too, and it does. It just drains you.
Yeah.
But we have to go and support them. It'd be awful if nobody cared and nobody supported you.
It sure would be terrible.
Yeah, but that was that young man that me and Dee Dee and Joy, those are my daughters, cooked a meal and took up Saturday would be 3 weeks ago, and I never dreamed when we went that in less than 3 weeks I'd be attending his funeral, but we did. So
boy, that's
you don't never know. He had cancer, but cancer didn't kill him. He started having strokes, I guess, from something to do with the cancer, and that's what killed him was the strokes. Yeah, he just turned 57 on February 26th. They had a big birthday party for him. I couldn't go to that because I had a funeral in Shelby. My children's aunt had died on their daddy's side, and so I went to that. And I got a funeral coming up this Saturday. I tell you, when we get our age, you have a lot of funerals, don't you?
You sure do, and I've noticed too. Death is not just partial to older folks anymore. The younger folks are dying with strokes and heart attacks.
That's right. Yeah. Like I say, this man wasn't, but 57. He just turned 57, and he started having strokes. But good Lord knows best, and that's what we have to trust in.
Just pays to be prepared.
That's exactly right.
Well, you have a wonderful day up there in Union Mills, and we'll check in with you tomorrow.
You have a good one. Go check on Luther.
All right, thanks.
Catch
Bye-bye.
you later.
And we'll head over toward Ellenboro right after we do this. Check our accounting, make sure it's done right. You know, nothing strikes fear in the hearts of people more than receiving an IRS audit letter in the mail. Audits take much time away from your business and family, requiring you to gather mounds of records, and can become overwhelming unless you have someone you can depend on to take care of that for you. That's why we can recommend IE Accounting and Tax Service. Chris and his team of professionals are in the business to help. Even if you depended on someone else to prepare your taxes, IE Accounting and Tax Service will be glad to assist you or your company. Don't hesitate to call. As a small business owner, you have more important things to do than keep your own books. Why not let IE Accounting and Tax Service take care of that for you, so you can get back to the job of running your business? Consider their payroll solutions for your business, cash flow management, litigation support, and forensic investigation. Why not give them a call and see what they can do for your business? Here's that phone number, 828-395-1777. They're at 211 West Main Street, Spindale. Again, that's 395-1777, and it's spelled A-R-Y-E-E. And we're going over to Ellenboro and talk with Luther Gilligan, L-U-T-H-E-R, Gilligan. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, you two. Nice morning down here today. A little damp, but it's a nice morning.
Well, I'm glad you're up and at 'em already.
Hey, we get up, get going. Don't get a lot done, but we get going. But it's quiet this morning. Not a whole lot happening down here. Everything's peaceful. Everybody just trying to get to work, middle of the week, head downhill. You see, fire department only had one call yesterday. They had a brush fire over on Dykers Road yesterday afternoon. Other than that, they were quiet. Got to sleep last night. Nothing going on. So everything's good to hear. So you have a great day up there, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks for keeping us posted. You have a great day.
All right, take care now.
All right, bye. That's Mr. Gilligan reporting from Ellenboro Fire District over there. It's now time for birthdays and anniversaries for this 30th day of March. Month's about to run out. 30th day of March birthdays are being collected now. 287-3356. 287-3356. And Todd's standing by to take that call right now. Let's do birthday party coming up.
Thinking about the departure of a loved one through death is a subject we don't like to talk about. However, pre-planning or prepaying for a funeral is a consideration and responsible thing to do. With so many options available today, it's important to speak with someone you can trust and someone who can help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved ones. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory is recognized as one of the best family-run funeral homes. It's a family tradition, and they know how to care for your family. Any questions you might have, they will be happy to answer. Call Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services at 286-2304.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance, helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
Do you smell that breakfast? Well, if you're inside the door at Granny B's, you'd smell that delicious breakfast. They start cooking breakfast as early as 6:30, goes until 11, and you can find a really good breakfast there. Even pancakes, a French toast, or eggs and bacon and sausage. Good fresh coffee made up over there, good especially blends of coffee. Have your breakfast with a good start of eggs and bacon or sausage and toast and French toast and what do you like? They've got it. That's Granny B's breakfast. And be sure you save room for a delicious daylight donut, or maybe take some to office with you. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? They'll make you the king of the day or queen of the day if you took some donuts in. That's Granny B's in Spindale, Main Street, right next to the Shake Shop. And if you need your clothes looking good, freshened up, and really dressed to impress, then take your clothes by the folks cleaners there in Forest City. Drop them off, and they'll get them back to you in a couple of days there. And they have good customer service, too. You drive up to the side door and hand it to them. You don't have to get out of the car. Folks Cleaners doing a great job for folks like you and me, and they'd love to do the work for you as well. Folks Cleaners in Forest City, there's the Rockwood Plaza.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday wishes going out to Terry Downs over in Forest City. Terry's 58. And Lindsay Chapman over 911 dispatcher. Lindsay's 34 today, so happy birthday to Lindsay. Hear her on the radio from time to time. Other birthdays include Vincent Van Gogh. He was born in 1853 and died in 1890. He was a painter. John Aston, the actor. 1930 was his birthday. 1937, Warren Beatty was also born. And in 1945, Eric Clapton had a birthday. 1968, Celine Dion also has a birthday today. Some of the events on this day include 240 BC, first recorded passage of Halley's Comet. 1858, the pencil with attached eraser patented. 1867, U.S. buys Alaska from Russia for $7.2 million, about 2 cents per acre. Well, we'd like to get a deal like that one. I wonder if Putin's going to try to take Alaska back. Attack Alaska. Sarah Palin on him. 1867, U.S. buys Alaska. I mentioned that one, didn't I? 1981, U.S. President Ronald Reagan was shot and wounded in an assassination attempt. Survived that well. National Little Red Wagon Day. National Doctor's Day. National Pencil Day. and National Take a Walk in the Park Day, or Take a Walk on the Rails to Trail Day. It's that day. And now you're up to date on this date in history here on WCAB Rutherford.
It's difficult being a parent, isn't it? Besides all the work that needs to be done, children have a way of stomping on our egos. Some junior high and senior high students seem to feel they have received the answers to all the main questions about living. If anyone tries to tell them anything to the contrary, that person is made to feel they don't know what they are talking about. One teen was protesting that Monet got straight A's in French because her parents were born in Paris and spoke French in the home. His friend responded, "My parents are square and talk in circles, but I don't get A's in geometry." A father was expressing his disappointment and displeasure over a report card that was not very good. The dad wondered why his boy couldn't be like the boy down the street who was always at the head of the class. The son replied, "Dad, you have to remember that he has really smart parents." So much for respect and appreciation. The teen years are when youth need a steady and consistent moral compass from their parents. They need the assurance that you will be there for them even though you will not always agree with what they are doing or saying. They need the protection of parameters for which they will eventually thank you. Your steadiness, constant love, and calm responses will help hold your teens steady as they move into adulthood. This is Bill Hostler with today's Key to Confident Living. Scripts for these programs are available in book form by calling toll-free 1-888-333-KEYS.
WCAB, the music's on us.
For the first time in nearly a year, an American astronaut is feeling gravity once again. ABC's Jim Ryan has more on his landing after 355 days in space.
Engines at maximum thrust.
And liftoff. Soyuz MS-18.
Touchdown in Kazakhstan aboard a Russian spacecraft. Mark Vande Hei returns to a planet that's vastly different from the one he left behind last April. Russia has invaded Ukraine. The West has responded with sanctions, and the world is on edge, waiting to see what happens next. But Vande Hei says he and his Russian crewmates do not feel like enemies. He says they feel more like family. Jim Ryan, ABC News.
Following Moscow's pledge to scale back military operations around Kyiv, Ukraine, this was the sound in the suburb of Irpin overnight. The UN Refugee Agency says more than 4 million refugees have now fled Ukraine, many from that city. ABC's James Longman is there.
Just a few bags, that's all they've got with them. For many of them, that will be their whole lives. And some of these people will have spent weeks underground, waiting for it to be safe enough to leave. But we've just heard bombardment after bombardment. I mean, it just doesn't feel safe.
Most of those fleeing Ukraine have ended up in Poland, a country that has taken in more than 2.3 million people since the war began. The CDC says yes to another COVID shot for some.
Overnight, a second booster shot of Moderna and Pfizer for Americans over 50 now approved.
If it's been at least 4 months since you've been vaccinated with your first booster dose, you should seriously consider getting another booster dose.
Anyone over 50 can now get a booster, but the CDC says they are especially important for people over 65 and people over 50 with underlying health conditions. With the CDC sign-off, these fourth shots can go into arms right away.
ABC's Eva Pilgrim, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, meeting tonight to discuss more about the Will Smith slap. You're listening to ABC News.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, then get ready to pay up. The IRS has giant private collection agencies actively tracking down folks who owe the IRS. So if you think dodging them was stressful in the past, it's going to get a whole lot tougher. Optima Tax Relief has this advice. Don't wait. Solve your tax problems now before it's too late. Optima Tax Relief works to stop the demand letters, stop the aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS collectors from targeting you. Ask Optima about the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands, and nobody knows this program better than they do. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and they get results, having resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get a fresh start. Call today for your free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Hours of debate before a California board considering reparations for African Americans, the first of its kind in the country. Tanisha Muhammad was one of the speakers.
If you do not choose lineage-based repair, you are participating and continuing to silence the voices of my ancestors.
And by a 5-4 vote, the panel did decide that any reparations should only go to descendants of black people in the United States in the 19th century. A new string of attacks in Israel being called the worst violence in several years. ABC's Jordana Miller has a story from Jerusalem.
A Palestinian attacker opening fire in the Tel Aviv suburb of Bnei Barak, aiming an automatic rifle first at a moving car, then at pedestrians. The 26-year-old from the West Bank murdering 3 Israelis and 2 foreign workers before being shot dead at the scene by police. This is the third deadly attack in just 1 week, what has killed a total of 9 Israelis in otherwise quiet neighborhoods, not at religious flashpoint sites and not in the disputed territories. Prime Minister Naftali Bennett putting Israel's security forces on the highest level of alert. Jordana Miller, ABC News, Jerusalem.
And a video game is at the center of one of the biggest cryptocurrency heists ever. Hackers attacked Axie Infinity, a game that lets people earn cryptocurrency by playing, and managed to steal over $600 million worth of crypto. This is ABC News.
There's something for everyone on Discovery Plus. The streaming home of ghostly freakouts, muscle car spinouts, and 90-day makeouts.
I'm really in love with her.
Start your free trial today for exclusive originals and a huge collection of favorites.
Whoa!
Then dive into nature docs, geek out with the family, and get your grub on.
I could eat this every day.
The streaming home of true crime, paranormal, food, home, nature, romance, plus so much more. Discovery Plus. Start your free trial. Terms apply.
I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
We're going to see temperatures today in the lower 60s and the lower 70s with a lot of cloud cover around. A stray shower or two cannot be ruled out, but for the most part today, we will be mostly dry. Once we head into tomorrow, a cold front will advance in. It's going to bring showers and thunderstorms into the region, and some could be strong to severe. We're going to watch the potential for damaging wind speeds as we head into the afternoon and evening. I'm meteorologist Peter Sherwood in the Weather Center.
We've had some light showers already this morning here at our vantage point, and we're 44 degrees. We get some of that off and on throughout today, and it's going to be that kind of day, so be prepared for that with your jacket, umbrella, or something to keep you protected because it may come a little shower. Not going to be heavy, I don't think. Just basically just light showers, and may get some more showers on Thursday night as well. And again, right now, 44 degrees, and we got news from here and there coming up here in just a moment.
My name is David Rogers. I was raised right here in this district, and my wife and I are raising our family here. I've worked here as an attorney for over 30 years. In my time in Raleigh, I have voted against and filed bills against Governor Cooper's overreaching orders at every opportunity. I have and always will vote to protect unborn children. I will always vote to protect our Second Amendment rights. I believe we must do much more to protect our elections from fraud. There is much work to be done, so please vote David Rogers for NC House so that I can continue that work for you. This is paid for by Rogers for House.
Some local news from here and there. 2 men have been arrested after they were caught stealing diesel fuel after hours up in Lake Lure. Lake Lure police launched an investigation after it was discovered 833 gallons of diesel fuel had been pumped from an Ingalls when its gas pumps were closed. The fuel theft occurred between 1:23 a.m. and 3:23 a.m. Thursday. Security footage from surrounding businesses showed that a U-Haul with 2 male occupants had been observed in the area at the time. Witnesses recalled seeing the same truck on numerous occasions over the last month and when the store was closed, police said. Just before 2 a.m. Friday, March 25th, police were called to Ingalls on Highway 9 after a witness observed the U-Haul truck parked by the pumps at the gas station. As the officer approached the 2 men, the suspects attempted to hide. However, the men were detained as police discovered they were trying to steal the fuel at Ingalls by illegally hacking into pumps without paying for the diesel. Large-capacity IBC plastic containers stored in the back of the U-Haul truck were used to hold hundreds of gallons of fuel, police said. Dejan Akeem Renard Howard and Tewam Omar Sharif Abrams, both of Sumter, South Carolina. They were then jailed at Rutherford County Slammer. The incident remains under investigation. With soaring gas prices, theft of fuel oil is also on the rise. Should you see large trucks at service stations late night or early morning when the stores are closed, please be vigilant and call the police to investigate. That story derived from the Daily Courier. Meanwhile, over in Silva, authorities in North Carolina said 2 boys are dead after a shooting over the weekend. The Jackson County Sheriff's Office said deputies were responding to a report of a shooting off Ferguson Road in Silva on Sunday and found 2 boys, ages 10 and 15, shot, according to WLOS TV. The boys were taken to Harris Hospital, then flown to Mission Hospital in Asheville, where Noah Joseph Inslee, 15, succumbed to his injuries on Sunday. According to officials, Bridger Owen Inslee, 10, died Monday afternoon, Jackson County Major Shannon Queen said. A joint investigation has been conducted by the Sheriff's Office and the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation. No further details were released at this time. More will be forthcoming, as Channel 13 reports. Well, on a more milder note, the Foothills Music Club announced the winners of its recent scholarship auditions. 2 of the scholarship recipients are seniors at Thomas Jefferson Classical Academy. The winner of the Leslie Oaks Scholarship is Colby Hardin, a 12th grade student at Thomas Jefferson Classical Academy. Colby, a classical guitarist, performed Oshirisa by Isaac Albinson, which is considered one of the most difficult pieces written by classical guitar. Colby intends to be a music major and attend Appalachian State University beginning the fall of 22. Emma Buckner, also a senior at Thomas Jefferson, won the Beatty Van Buskirk Scholarship. She's a violinist, and she performed a number 2 in G minor by Johann Sebastian Bach. This is one of Bach's most outstanding and demanding works for unaccompanied violence. Emma is planning to major in music at Belmont University in Nashville beginning the fall of 22. The Kathleen Irwin Scholarship was awarded to Laura Packer, 11th grade student at Polk County High School. Laura performed the dazzling, difficult Dill Pickles solo on the marimba. She plays in the Polk County High School band under the direction of Cindy Gilbert. Since 1994, the Foothills Music Club has been awarding scholarships to young musicians in the area to encourage them to continue their musical studies. Additional information about the Foothills Music Club and its scholarship program can be found at foothillsmusicclub.org. Well, it's been almost 54 years since civil rights icon Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee. That event took place April 4th, 1968. The Martin Luther King Jr. Committee of New Hope is again sponsoring its annual Mlk Walk Saturday morning beginning at 10 o'clock, and participants will meet on the courthouse lawn in Rutherford and walk north down Main Street to Kiwanis Park, located at the corner of Main and Martin Luther King Boulevard on Green Street. At the park, there will be several featured speakers, live music, and refreshments. The Martin Luther King Walk typically takes place on Martin Luther King weekend in January, but was postponed twice because of inclement weather. The event is a celebration of the life and legacy of Dr. King, community organizer Doris Clute said. Rutherford Mayor Jimmy Dancy is expected to speak at the event along with other community leaders. The committee welcomes all people to the event. We typically have people from not just Rutherford, but all parts of Rutherford County. And again, that is taking place coming up this weekend. The Rutherford County Schools robotics team, the Omega Bites, continued its winning ways, competing against student teams from large urban areas. Omega Bites is based at Rutherford Early College High School REACH program, but includes members from other 4 Rutherford County high schools as well. The team was formed in 2014 and began competing in 2015 through First Robotics, a global nonprofit organization that prepares youth for the future through an international program of robotics competition. Last weekend, the Omega Bites competed in the first NC District Guilford County event, and Omega Bites Robotics team wins the Chairman's Award. So congratulations to them. The team has more than 30 students as members and more than a dozen professional mentors from local business and industry. The Sheriff's Report with Sergeant Brandel coming up here in just a few moments. Let me introduce you to Brock Family Care, a direct primary care practice that takes care of the patients and not the insurance company. Providing flat rate pricing and not accepting any forms of health insurance allows for more personalized and affordable health care. Ann Brock has over 42 years of health care experience and 22 years as a nurse practitioner. She and her staff are dedicated to providing health care that is patient-centered and not insurance company dictated. They give the patient the time and the attention they need. What are your medical needs? Bring them to Brock Family Care and see the difference. Ann also offers telehealth appointments. The professional staff are dedicated and will take the time to find out how they can help you. To learn more about this wonderful medical service, go to the website at www.brockfamilycare.com. That's Brock Family Care, 289 Shallow Road, Forest City. It's 13 minutes after 8 o'clock on this Wednesday morning. Hey, Wayne, do you serve food at Wayne's Lunchbox on Wednesday?
Well, I mean, I try my best to, and, you know, on my way to work this morning, we was about to have some turkey today because there was 2 Jake turkeys standing on the bypass there on 74. So we almost had some turkey this morning at Wayne's Lunchbox.
That'd been different, wouldn't it?
Well, that wouldn't have been bad. I mean, you know, turkey with a little dressing, you know, it might be something to look into down the road. I might know a little bit about some turkey and dressing.
I bet you do. What's on the menu today?
Man, today's Wednesday. It's always chicken pie day on Wednesday. It's one of my, I guess, people love the chicken pie. I mean, it's nothing fancy, just good old-fashioned chicken pie that my grandma used to make. And so we always serve chicken pie on Wednesday. With it being a little cool and all out this morning, a little rainy, I felt like we might do some soup. So we're going to do a broccoli and cheese soup this morning also to warm you up a little bit. And the thing that I think would go great with that is like a hot ham and cheese or a hot ham or turkey and cheese on a croissant.
Oh, boy.
So you can get you some soup and sandwich, or if you don't want to do that, you could do that in a side salad. So we got a lot of stuff, and today we're going to run one of my favorite desserts. We talked about this. My grandma Compton back in the day used to make this dessert for Grandpa Compton, and it was a diabetic dessert because he had to have that because of his blood sugar and stuff. It came from an actual real dessert, and she converted it over to a diabetic dessert, and it's made with angel food cake, fat-free vanilla pudding, pineapple, and fat-free Cool Whip. When I had it over to cafeteria, it was one of my best sellers. People would get, whatever eat-wise, but they would still get that diabetic dessert because it's just that good. It's a refreshing dessert. It's not heavy, and it's a good seller. And I've never had it here before, so we're gonna. I made it up yesterday, and it's been setting, so it's ready to go. So we're gonna try it today. It's called White Cloud. It's a really good dessert, especially during the summertime. But I wanted to go ahead and make it this year, so we're gonna run it today as well. And of course, we've always got our other stuff, hamburger steaks and fried flounder. Then we got our vegetables that we do, cream potatoes, green beans, fried okra. So if we ain't got something for you to eat today, you just in bad shape.
Oh, man, you don't know how to eat if you can't enjoy that good food, I'll tell you.
Yeah, man, you can't go wrong with that. And, of course, we got our salads, too. You can get a calabash salad or a grilled chicken salad, which we sell a lot of during the summertime as well, too. So come on by and check us out. Got a lot of good stuff, 11 to 2 today. Of course, chicken pie, sometimes it runs out. So if you want chicken pie, you better come early.
Wayne, listen, is it too early to tease our folks a little bit about your big memorial, your reunion? Not reunion,
no,
celebration.
I think, well, I think everybody should know. We do it every year. It's hard to believe that we've already been open almost 3 years now. Coming up in May, we'll be open for our 3rd year anniversary. It's going to be on Friday the 13th. I'm looking forward to that. We always stay open all day on that day, so Friday the 13th, we're going to be open from 11 to 8. We're going to be giving away something every 15 minutes, whether it be a milkshake, a cheeseburger, a Boy Scout gift card or something. And then for that morning, about 3 o'clock, we'll have one big prize drawing. And then that evening, again, we're going to stay open all day. So we'll be open till 8 o'clock that day. We'll start giving away stuff every 15 minutes again, and then we'll have another big drawing that evening. And, of course, yours truly is going to be there with us doing a live broadcast. So
Absolutely.
That morning and that evening. So I'm looking forward to it. It's always a big day. We try to give back to the community with all the free stuff and the prizes we're going to give away, because without everybody out here, I couldn't do what I love to do. So we're going to try our best to have a big celebration all day long. You guys will be there. We're going to be giving away stuff. We'll have some of our tie-dye T-shirts to give away. Of course, we'll have a lot of good food that day. So just going to be a big celebration. Mark that one down on your calendars, May 13th on a Friday from 11 to 8. We're just going to have a party all day at the lunchbox.
Sound like a good place to do it. Wayne, thank you so very much. Now you get to work and cook that good chicken pie up today. Now I'll see you next time.
Yeah, I got to get some chicken going, that's for sure. I appreciate you, Jim. Y'all have a good day, too.
See you now. Bye-bye. That's Wayne over Wayne's Lunchbox. I'll be back in just a few moments. You know, there is a lot of misleading information about Medicaid eligibility. The Arledge Law Firm would like for you to know the truth. For instance, if you need a nursing home, Medicaid will take your home. That's not true. Another one is, if you transfer assets, you have to wait 60 months to qualify. Again, not true. And this big one, if you're already in a nursing home, it's too late to protect your assets. Not true, not true, not true. Call attorneys Gerald N. Willis, Kent Baldwin, or Martin Gerard at the Arledge Law Firm and get free consultation and learn the truth. It's more likely than you think that you may qualify for nursing home care and not lose everything you own. It's worth a call to Arledge Law Firm at 287-3338, located on East Court Street in Rutherford. Tomorrow morning at 8:30, Commissioner Mike Benfield scheduled to be here for his interview about his reelection campaign. We'll look forward to him. He has checked in, said he would be here. That's 8:30 tomorrow morning. Prior to that, at 10 minutes after 8, we will again be in touch with Joel Colin over in the Ukraine. We talked to him a few weeks ago, and he has made some changes over there. He'll tell us and give us an update on what's happened since we talked last. That's Joel Colin over. He's moved now, I think, over to Poland. But we'll find out all about that in a report tomorrow morning at 10 minutes after 8 o'clock. Join us. We're more than just a jukebox over here. We'll keep you informed as well as entertained. Now hear this.
This is Dwayne Hunt with Insurance Service Associates. We know that due to COVID, many people don't want to come in the office. If you need to discuss your insurance needs or just make a payment, you can come through the drive-thru, telephone us, or drop in. We want to see you, but it doesn't have to be across from a desk. Insurance Service Associates, now located at 245 East Main Street in Forest City.
At Smith Drugs of Forest City, we are continuing to offer the COVID-19 rapid testing and the COVID-19 vaccinations. Please call our pharmacy at 828-245-4591 with any questions or concerns that you may have. You may also visit our website at smithsdrugsfc.com and schedule your COVID rapid 19 test or your vaccination. Again, if you have any questions, please call our pharmacy at 828-245-4591.
It's that time again, time to get the flu vaccines. And Smith's Drugs in Forest City has the flu vaccinations available. Walk-ins Monday through Friday and Saturdays by appointment. And Smith's Drug is asking all their Dream Station and System 1 CPAP customers to call if you need any help with registering your recalled devices. Just call the Home Medical Department for any help or with questions at 828-245-4591. And Smith's Drugs has the Moderna and Pfizer initial shots and the boosters. They also have the flu vaccines at Smith's Drugs of Forest City.
Hi, my name is Sam Fender, a retired local police officer. I met Theo several years ago at Bible study. His friendship led me to discover Theo's wealth of experience as a state trooper in problem solving, along with compassion towards those he served. After retiring from the patrol, Theo served as a federal air marshal. When he saw corruption, he fought the federal government and won his whistleblower case. Theo has met with many of you and understands your concerns. His approach to problem solving is professional, accountable, and exactly what Rutherford County needs in a sheriff. Vote for Theo May 17th.
Paid for by Steve Theodoropoulos, Republican for sheriff.
Now here is Sergeant Brundle with that sheriff's report.
The past 24 hours, the sheriff's office has answered 122 calls, processed 10 arrests, and currently have 169 incarcerated. Under arrest reports, we have a Lena Tony, 53-year-old white female of Boston, was charged with 2 counts of failure to appear on misdemeanor, given a $1,000 secure bond. We have a Brittany Cheyenne Green, 24-year-old white female of Boston, was served with 9 counts of failure to appear on a misdemeanor, given a $4,500 secure bond. We have a Wendy Jameson, 43-year-old white female of Mooresboro, was arrested and charged with assault and battery, communicating threats, and inhaling a toxic vapor. We have a Jerry Todd Watson Jr., 40-year-old white male of Mooresboro, was charged with 1 count of possession of stolen goods and 1 count of injury to personal property, given a $5,000 secure bond. We have a Stuart Eugene Kaufman, 49-year-old white male of Chesney, was served with 3 counts of failure to appear on a misdemeanor, given a $1,000 secure bond. And we have a Key Anthony Lawrence, 24-year-old black male, Far City, was charged with 1 count of assault with a deadly weapon and 1 count of assault on a female, given a no bond on that. Under our incidents, we have 2 for you. First one's going to be Meredith Byers from Windy Hill Drive in Far City, reported a damage to personal property. Appears that the front door was busted. And we have a Wendy Miller from Maple Creek Road in Rutherford, reported a larceny of a farm. Looks like it's going to be a .380 Ruger LCP handgun. And that's all we have this morning.
My name is William Rogers. I told my dad I wanted to be on the radio for Rogers NC House. What you should know about David Rogers is that he was raised right here in this district. He loves his family and his community. He believes our traditional family values need to be protected from the people that aren't from here and who don't care about those values. He thinks it should be up to our parents whether or not we wear a mask to school and what shots we get. Please vote for David Rogers for NC House.
Paid for by Rogers for House.
Tar Heels and the Blue Devils when they meet for the first time in the NCAA tournament. Duke, Carolina, the greatest rivalry in all of sports. The coaches spoke yesterday to the media. Hubert Davis obliging some of the Duke Carolina questions to quell the insatiable hunger of reporters for clickbait sound bites. When he is asked what he thinks about the significance of going heads up on Saturday, that is when he got real.
I don't know, and I don't really care, and I'm not even thinking about it. Focusing and taking time on Duke Carolina, the significance, Coach K's last season, those things, even though that is a story and that's relevant, it doesn't help us on the floor.
Mike Krzyzewski got the same Tobacco Road rivalry questions, and he didn't take the bait either.
You can't go into the Final Four just thinking rivalry, payback. And if you go in with those two things, there's a good chance you're not going to win. I know there's going to be TV, radio, a Duke guy, a Carolina guy, and they're going to be talking stupid stuff to one another. And that means nothing. But that's what sport for fans is about. It's not for coaches. And it's not for players.
Duke departed for New Orleans yesterday. They got there last night. Carolina is leaving Chapel Hill later today. On the ice, Steven Stamkos scored a power play goal 52 seconds into overtime and had 2 assists in regulation to help the Lightning beat the Hurricanes 4-3, who are coming off a 6-1 win over the Caps on Monday night in Washington. Canes head coach Rod Brindamore said they were just gassed from the get-go.
Not only physically, but mentally. We were just a step slow. You could just see it. Power play was atrocious. Same thing. Just everything you're doing is just a little slow. That to me is more mental than anything. I just think you could see it tonight.
Carolina having gone 2-0-1 and playing 3 games and 4 nights on the road. They're back home tomorrow night versus Montreal. This is NCN Sports.
Why? Just think about it. Why is the #1 selling brand of chainsaws not sold at Lowe's or the Home Depot? We can give you over 10,000 reasons. That's how many authorized local steel dealers you can find across the country. Visit one and you'll find a range of dependable gas and battery-powered tools, from trimmers to blowers. And you'll find service from experienced professionals. Real STIHL. Find yours at stihlusa.com. Lowe's and Home Depot are trademarks of their respective companies.
Just 3 words tell you everything you need to know. They tell you why we employ more than 2,000 workers at our factory in Virginia Beach, and why over 10,000 local steel dealers are putting battery power in the hands of Americans. Just 3 words. Made in America. Real STIHL. Find yours at stihlusa.com. The majority of steel products sold in America are made in America of U.S. and foreign materials. Batteries and chargers are sourced internationally.
The NFL is changing its sometimes controversial overtime rules to guarantee each side gets the ball, but just in the playoffs. Concerned that a coin toss to begin the extra period has too much impact on postseason game results, the owners voted Tuesday to approve a proposal presented by the Colts and Eagles. Beginning this season, if a team possessing the ball in the first overtime scores a touchdown on that series, the opponent still will get a possession. In recent seasons, that touchdown would have ended the game. The issue brought to light after the AFC divisional series when the Bills and Chiefs went at it and Kansas City won the toss in OT, scored a touchdown on the first drive, and prevented Josh Allen from ever touching the ball again. There is speculation that Tiger Woods may compete in the Masters next week. Woods flew to Augusta National yesterday. He hasn't competed on tour since he was in a car crash 14 months ago that severely injured his.
We're going to see temperatures today in the lower 60s and the lower 70s with a lot of cloud cover around. A stray shower or 2 cannot be ruled out, but for the most part today, we will be mostly dry. Once we head into tomorrow, a cold front will advance in. It's going to bring showers and thunderstorms into the region, and some could be strong to severe. We're going to watch the potential for damaging wind speeds as we head into the afternoon and evening. I'm meteorologist Peter Sherwood in the Weather Center.
We've had some light showers this morning and may continue off and on throughout today. Our temperature reading is 44 degrees at 8:30. This is 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB, serving the foothills of the Carolinas. And it's time now for the Word of Faith Fellowship radio program. And with the program this morning is Terrence and Sarah Hensley.
Good morning, Rutherford County. This is Terrence with my wife, Sarah. Thanks for joining us this morning. We just want to share with you about the goodness of God in our lives and how you can trust Jesus with your life. I want to start out with, I was born in Wilmington, North Carolina, but I was raised for till I was 6 in a county called Pender County, in a little town named Burgaw. Not the best neighborhood to be in, but that's where we were. And we lived in a trailer, and I'm one of 2 boys, and then I had my dad and mom. I just want to share one little quick scenario of how God's keeping power has been on my life, even when I didn't know it. So we didn't have a whole lot growing up, but I won't say we were poor. We had a roof over our heads. We didn't miss a meal. But I do want to share one part where our trailer was an old trailer. So in the winter, the heat